if right now the government is giving just 10%, if you tell it to test all Ugandans, where is that money going to come from?
Sometimes you people think that Uganda is a very poor country. It is not a poor country. This is not a poor country. It's a very rich country whose resources have been vandalized by certain people. It is mismanagement. That is why we continue to think, and we are kind with the status quo. But the mismanagement and pilferage of the resources of the country is so enormous that if at all something else happened, you would see the coffers of government full. So we can be in position to support our own people in every way. Certain other organizations, in fact, I was speaking with the UNDP representative, Dr. Obungudu.
Yes, Bungudu Musa.
Bungudu? Yes. I said, no, these are the things we want people to discuss. Discuss whether, don't discuss about where you're going to get resources first and foremost, because that will roadblock what you want to achieve. If at all I want to make a realistic estimation of the people living with HIV, and for planning purposes and assisting them, I should know. People want to have an
Will the mandatory testing be a one-off, or will it keep happening?
No, it's a continuous process. It must be a continuous process. And you see, let me tell you one thing. Governments have everything to offer. But governments all over the world have nothing to offer. What do they yield to? They yield to pressure.
And it's pressure that you're putting right now.
It is the pressure through the law that is going to let this government yield.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Lulume. Let's take another question.
Can I finish? I had just one last question.
Okay, very
because
quickly.
It is important to interpret this to the community,
very quickly,
to the
madam.
masses.
Yes,
you know,
very quickly.
I don't know what doctor and the parliament is going to do, or government is going to do, so that this information is clearly perceived by the people in the community. Like my colleague said, it's pushing away the people. It's pushing away the people because people have their interpretations about the law. Well, how are you going to do that?
Okay, doctor?
Well, how it pushes away people is a subject that I cannot say doesn't happen, because where people do their work, who they meet, who they interact with in respect of this law, I may not be there. But I also make my own observations, and strong observations, that when I call people, when I do my medical camps, because why do I do medical camps? Because government facilities are unable to provide for the majority of the people. So I use the connections that I know with doctors, I gather facilities, and I create a resource where people can come in masses and they are all assisted. Where a health facility can see only 15 to 20 people in a day, I can gather 1,500 people in one day. And they all need certain services. And one of the services that I'm talking about is HIV testing, counseling and testing. Yes. This is empirical, because I am speaking about it strongly because I know. I have participated in it and I know. And if at all you want, on the 29th, on Saturday, come to Ngogwe and see for yourself.
Yes, Flavia.
But, you know, you seem to be contradicting the bill, because we are saying we want to do mandatory testing. And our honorable doctor is saying there is a will for people to be tested. So why should we actually include mandatory testing in the bill? If people are ready, why should we actually put mandatory testing?